the Hellfire class heavy cruiser. It was an early attempt by the Adeptus Mechanicus to mount large batteries of various weapons onto a cruiser hull. Initially, the ships were only fitted with relatively weak, although numerous, lance and weapon batteries. However, after several years of careful observation and tinkering with the ship's power output, enough energy was able to be diverted to increase the range of the lance batteries. The ships became a formidable adversary, and were used in planetary sieges and system blockades. Although the ship's huge arsenal was of great use to fleet commanders, its inability to keep pace with other vessels of a similar design was a hindrance to fleet maneuvers. Also, they were considered to be an easy target for any enemy who was actually able to get close to them due to their lack of shields. Having power drained into the lance batteries came to a large degree at the expense of the shield generators. Fine if you are standing off and firing, but dangerous if you are taking part in a large-scale engagement at close quarters. Another problem with the design was that the space in the vessel, not taken up by engines and generators, was filled with the massive armories for ammunition. This meant that crew quarters were very cramped, and that the vessel was not able to carry a large supply of stores. In turn, that meant the Hellfire was not much use for long-range patrols, unless supported by a flotilla of transports and escorts. Morale on board the Hellfire class tended to swing from one extreme to the other, being high at times of conflict when the crews pulled together and did not mind the harsh conditions, the ship's massive batteries reducing all but the most determined enemy to pulp. On the other hand, during the long periods when the ships were at dock or appointed to some obscure system, it slumped to an all-time low, with no room to move without bumping into one's fellows. In such conditions, the murmurings of discontent started to spread, and many of these vessels and their crews turned from the Imperium to the darkness of chaos.